wine lovers.
Hi everyone.
If you're new here, I'm Merimo.
And I'm Claire.
Welcome to the Wine Safari. So of course, as usual, we always have something interesting to talk about in the wine world. And today, as the title stipulates, we're talking about natural wines.
Yes. But before we even go there, we need you guys to consider subscribing,
yes,
sharing,
please
commenting.
Yes,
because this takes us a long way. Thank you so much.
Yes, and of course we do this because of you. So in order to continue making content, we definitely need your support because we cannot do this alone.
People have all of a sudden shown interest in natural wines, and that way it has made other people think that it's a trend, like it's something that is coming and then it's going.
Right.
But for sure, this is a method that has have always been used in the in the years back. And we call it the traditional way of making wines.
Definitely,
yeah. So during that time, they did not have advanced technology to make wines the same way we are making them right now.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the only difference. So we'll jump right to what natural wine is.
Yeah, if we could try and define what natural wine is, we're going to try. We may have different ways of explaining it, but the underlying truth is that even from the moment that you hear anything is natural, you already have a thought in mind of what that can be or is about, and definitely that would be in the line that there is nothing synthetic into that kind of product, right?
Yeah. So natural wine, basically it's wine that has been made from grape juice that has not been altered in any way.
Right.
During and after the process of fermentation.
Right.
So nothing has been added, so it's just pure.
Right.
Yeah.
And that this essentially starts from when the grapes are grown to harvesting period and to the making of the wines.
Exactly.
And also something that you can note as well is that in as much as nothing is added, nothing is taken out of the grapes, out of the juice that is being fermented. So I would think of it as a way of making wine that is very like it's such a I don't want to put a box into it, but the whole process is so interconnected. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out, right? And I think that also influences the flavor compounds of the wine because they are so knit together, right? Anyway, so understanding what natural wine is, then of course there's how it's made. So it's gotta be different from the conventional way of making wine. So how is natural wine made?
So natural wine starts from the land itself. Should be organic, biodynamic.
Right.
No pesticides or herbicides used. And now during the harvesting of the grapes, they use hands to pick the grapes.
Right.
No machinery used.
So you can say it's also quite labor intensive.
Of course, and that is why it's very common with small scale farmers.
Right.
So when you come up with so big lands, then you'll not be able to pick it. You'll be so laborious.
I guess it also proves that it's a really intimate way of making wine, a very personal way of making wine, rather than just making wine in big scale.
You have to be patient.
Right.
You have to have that passion too. Okay. Then we have harvested the grapes. Now it's the time to ferment or to make juice from it. And during the fermentation, they put them in vases, and they don't add any artificial yeast. They allow the natural yeast to come
in the juice.
In the juice. So they put them in the vase, and the vase are usually open. I understand. So the native yeast comes in and starts the process of fermentation.
Right.
So no yeast is added here. With conventional way of making wine, they use artificial yeast to kill the natural yeast actually.
Right. So they can more manipulate that style of wine they are making. That's very true. So yeast is not added. They don't add any sugars. They don't add any acids or tannins or any chemicals or any additives. What they might add is like
the sulfites.
And in very little amounts, because essentially sulfites do have to preserve the wine in the long run.
Stabilize the wine.
Right.
And they add the yeast when they are bottling, I mean the sulfite when they're bottling the wine.
Right.
And for the conventional, they sometimes add the sulfite to stop the process of fermentation.
Right.
But here they only add it if they add, because there's some who don't add it, they add it in very small amounts during the bottling of the wine.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, now you know that there's very little interference with making of natural wines.
Yeah.
And that also influences the taste profile of natural wines, right? Yeah, so since they have natural yeast in them, that will in most cases translate in the glass.
Sure.
So the natural yeast, high acidity. Also, due to the high acidity concept, or wines come, they end up having high acidity, then you will find that they tend to be better paired with rich foods.
Yeah.
Because acidity does help cut through the richness of foods, fatty foods, those cheesy pizzas. If you love cheese in your pizza, then a natural wine would be a perfect match for that.
Yeah. Something else you'll notice with natural wine, they appear to be cloudy, and that is because they are rarely
unfiltered.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is why you find them that. So that should not worry you. They are fine. It's just that
it's just natural.
Yeah.
You get everything. So
particles.
Exactly. So
segments.
If you don't mind that in your glass, then it's a really different and good way to enjoy wine. And also something that stands out for me is that because it's a natural way of making wine and there isn't much interference on the land, then it's also a sustainable way of making wine. So winemakers ensure that they have sustainable practices, so they're taking care of the environment, they're not interfering with the soil, with the land.
Yeah, so conventional wines they are good as natural wines. It's just you're just given options.
Right.
You pick what you think it's good for you.
Right. Yeah. And also, if you're wondering whether they cause less hangovers, I believe they do. Right? Because they don't have that much manipulation, or they don't have really the kind of chemicals that conventional wines are put under. So they essentially will result in less of a headache in the morning than any other wine you may opt to drink. Yes.
Yeah.
So we have caught you up on natural wines today. We hope you have enjoyed watching and sipping some wine wisdom. And I think that is it for today.
Yeah. So make sure you subscribe again.
Share with your friends if you enjoy this kind of content.
Yeah.
If you have tasted a natural wine before, definitely hit us up in the comment section.
And where you got them from, because they are very rare to find, by the way.
Yes.
Because again, for natural wine, you're not able to age them.
Right.
So you have the best way to drink them is
as soon as they're released.
You drink them. So you cannot age those wines.
And of course, they're not many.
Yeah, and they're not many. So if you've come across them, tell us where you found them.
And if you do come across a natural wine out here, we'll definitely share our thoughts and our taste views with you. Yeah. So for now, we hope to see you next time. And of course, always remember
to take care of your wine.
Bye.